Hey, today I'm gonna be reviewing this dog skull. Now, I found this in my basement. I've had it for a long time. Ever since I was a wee lad, I've had this dog skull in my life. If you look here, you can even see some scuffage on it. It's kind of blue, so I might have been playing with it as a kid and done something to it. But it's at first glance, it's definitely a real dog skull. You can tell by the fibrous residue in the nose. If you put your finger in there, you can still feel it and flake it off a bit. Hold it up to the mic. So that's pretty cool. Pretty interactive. It's made out of bone. And on the back here, there's these little nodes. I don't know much about dog anatomy, but this might be where the venom comes out. I'm not quite too sure though. The teeth are in great condition. This one's a bit chipped. But overall very sharp teeth. I appreciate the way the cracks are along the skull, so if this dog were to break its face, it would have not broken the whole skull, because that's a cool feature about skulls. There's little cracks in them, so they break in chunks. Back here there's more cracks too. There's a cool texture on this part of the skull. This is where the brain would be, but since then the brain is turned to dust. If you look inside, you can see where the brain stem and spine would come out, which is real cool. Great quality bone, by the way. This dog must have drank lots of dog milk. You can get dog milk. Good high cheekbones. Good, very attractive dog. You can tell. I don't know which brand of dog it is, but it's definitely a pretty one. I wish I had the lower part so I can make out more of a shape. As far as I know, it could have like crazy spikes or something, but I guess I'll never know. Definitely a dog though. Definitely a dog. I've seen a dog in my life, and I know that this is definitely a dog skull. So as I said before, these are probably for the venom. And I just noticed these holes right here. This is probably how the venom shoots out. When the dog's threatened, it shoots the venom, stunning its enemy and demobilizing it, so it's easier to feast upon and feed to the cubs or puppies. This is the little bump that you feel on the back of a dog's head. As you can see, it's not round as it feels on a dog's head. It's actually more like a fin. It's a shame that this doesn't come through the back of dogs' heads, because if it did, they would definitely be able to go faster. It's aerodynamic, but over time, that's become filled with fatty tissues and furs. Great quality skull. I gotta commend God on this one. Pretty good job. Some things I'd do differently, but then again, I guess this isn't really my field of expertise. Dog eyeballs seem to be massive. This is all for eyeball. As you can see, it's not really an eyeball, it's an oval shape. Let me just show you, get my hand out of there. So I didn't know that dogs have massive eyes. Oh, this is an interesting feature. There's little holes in the mouth where in the mouth upper palate mouth roof that go into the nose. It's like it's got extra nostrils, and I guess that's for if it's if its nose is in the dirt or plugged up sniffing things, it can open its mouth and breathe through its mouth. That's why they pant, because when they start to pant, that means their nose is plugged up with too many smells, so they have to breathe. It's all starting to make more sense. The more you analyze the skull, the more you understand the creature. This is why I wish I could analyze my skull, so I had a bit more understanding of the color is nice too. It's got a good aged bone color, a bit a creamy bone. If this was a paint, if this was a paint or a color that I could choose for my wall, it would be bleached bone. Bleached bone, definitely. So that's cool. Bones feel real cool. I'm glad that bones exist, and I'm glad that dogs have bones. Truly. Now, at one point, this was covered in fur, and it was attached to a dog. Unfortunately, I don't have that version. This is a bit of a reduction from that, but that's okay. That's okay. It's still almost like having a real dog. I can put it on my lap and pet it like a friendly dog. Now, there's a lot of I'm gonna have to call God about this error. There's a missing tooth. There's a missing tooth. I was gonna say call the manufacturer, but we all know who did that. I can't find the number at all on this dog skull. So I guess I'm out of luck in that regards. I could look it up later, try to call them and ask what's up with the missing tooth on my dog skull. It's a real cool mantelpiece too. Right now it sits on top of my fridge, because it's like, this is where we store dead bodies, dead animal bodies to eat them. Not human bodies. People usually think like dead bodies, they think that's a human. A body is only a human. But no, dead body can mean any dead body. And animals have bodies. Plants have bodies. So yeah, you store the dead things in the fridge regardless of what it is, and you eat it. So I have that on top to let people know this is where we keep the dead things, and you can eat some of it if you want. This tooth right here seems to be broken. This dog broke its tooth somehow. Probably ate something it wasn't supposed to. Maybe munched into a brick or some hard power cables. Munched into those and broke his little tooth. Poor guy. Owner was probably like, hey, what are you doing? Stop that. And then realized its tooth broke and gave it lots of kisses. Anyway, that about wraps up my review of Dog Skull. I've got to give it about, hold on. I'm going to give it a 19 out of 20, because that's how many teeth the dog has. It has 19 out of 20 teeth. Actually, I could it would be like an 18 3/4, because there's a broken tooth too. Alright, like and subscribe, leave a comment below, tell me what I should review next. Nothing is, I can't review nothing, so if you tell me that, I can't review. I don't know what that is. So